Hiya! We're here, finally, Slovenia. Is Momo's place here? Sorry, the camera stopped working last night. Momo's round the corner there. There's Momo. And there's the team, here's the squad. We've got Joy Martin. And we've got Dave. We've got a new chap, Daniel, who's come with Jose here. Everyone remembers Jose. Jose! Hiya! Hiya! And we're just about to hit the road. The band is back together. First stop, fuel, and then I'll speak to you once we're on the road. I never thought I'd say this, folks. 156 a litre, cheapest chips. Look at that, 21 euros to fill up. Oh, those were the days. Never count your chickens on tour. We've got a visitor. Hungary, country number 9 of this trip so far. Well, welcome back on the road, folks. So this is day 4 for me, but day 1 of the main group ride. So this trip, what's this trip all about then? Well, originally, Dave is a long-term punter with Canary Motorcycle Tours, and he'd said to Martin, I've always wanted to go to Chernobyl. Would you do a trip to Chernobyl? And he asked if I would come along. So that was the plan. We were going to ride up into Ukraine and go to Chernobyl. Obviously things have now happened and that's not an option, so we were wondering what else to do, and I'd been thinking of going to Romania anyway, so I said, well, what about doing something like Romania? The roads are fantastic. And a wee while later Martin came back and said, right, I've got a little route planned through into Romania. We'll try and do the transfer garrison. This is late May at the moment and it doesn't usually open till early June, I think, so it might be open, but the chances are it won't. But we're going to try and get to Dracula's castle, which is at the very bottom of the transfer garrison, and then on the way back we're going to go through Hungary, and then that's where I will split. I'll leave the group and I have to do my own little road trip to the Netherlands. Something's happening there which I'll tell you about later on, and then from there I'm going straight back to Blighty and off up to the TT. Can't wait. Really busy month in June, loads going on, so lots for you to see on the channel. Sit back and enjoy the ride through Slovenia. Probably speak to you at the Croatian border. We are at the Croatian border. So Momo's going to shoot off, head back to his hotel, and we're carrying on. I'll get my passport ready. Nice and easy border crossing that. Literally, you just show your passport, didn't even need to show any documents for the bike. Sometimes that might change, sometimes you do have to show the docs for your bike, so have them ready. You just need your V5, that's all, your logbook. But let's get back on the road. We are now just the way to enter into Croatia. We've just had a lovely spot of luncheon somewhere in Croatia. I don't know where we are actually. I should have looked. I do apologise. My fault. We've still got about, I reckon, 4.5–5 hours to get to Baja. About an hour away from the border, I think, at the moment. So yeah, I reckon about 6–7 we should get to the hotel for tonight. All going well. Never count your chickens on tour. Oh god, please don't let that be famous last words. Well, this is nice. I think maybe Martin's Kalimoto has reverted back to the twisty option, because this doesn't look like any fast route to me. Whoopsie! We're seeing a bit more of Croatia. And I'm off-road, baby! That's not off-road. We've got a visitor. Martin's picked up a nail in his rear. Tyre's still up though, so we're just going to keep going. First petrol station, we'll stop, pull it out, plug it, get on our way. Right, we have just stopped, and we tried to fix Martin's nail that is in his tyre. He's been really lucky. Pulled the nail out and it had gone diagonal straight in through the rubber. It hadn't actually pierced the carcass by the look of it, so we were very, very lucky there. Right, so here we go, coming up to the border. Right, okay, so as this is a proper official border, what you're going to have to do here is not only do you need your passport, but you're also going to need the documents for your bike. So you're going to need your V5, your logbook. That's all it is. Sometimes you might need to show them where you're going to be staying that night. So if you're camping wild, that can be a tricky one. Sometimes it's handy just to make a reservation with inside the country, just one off, you know, one night, just so you got somewhere official. Just go on booking.com and grab somewhere. That's it, got an address. Alright, so that is that. That's us now out of, where are we? Croatia. So we've now been stamped out of Croatia, and now we have to do, I'm assuming, the river's going to be the border point, the official border, so we cross that, and then we should come to the same sort of system again on the other side to get into Hungary. So we'll just have to do the same thing, show passport, show documents for the bike. Bosh, job done. Nothing to worry about, folks, it really isn't. Sometimes there can be a little bit more to it, but don't rush, just take your time. As long as you've got your documents on you, you'll be fine, you'll get through it. There's the border. And there you go, same thing, passport and customs, into Hungary. Hungary, country number 9 of this trip so far. England, France, Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, Austria, Slovenia, Croatia, and now Hungary. Hoo-ha!
There's a lot of sitting around at proper borders, especially when you've got a coach in front of you. Hot, innit? That means rather warm.
We are now officially in Hungary. So something that came up there is you need to have, or at least they want to see, the original registration document. For the UK, that's your V5, your logbook. Now Martin had only just bought that bike that he's got, and the Spanish government, it takes 3 months for the documentation to come through, but they issue like temporary papers, so that's all Martin had on him for his bike. And customs were a bit iffy about it. They couldn't really, well, they couldn't speak English. However, modern day, as long as you got your mobile on you, you got an internet connection, Google Translate, we explained what's going on, and they were as good as gold about it, no problem at all. Probably took us, I don't know, half an hour I suppose to get through, but once you get outside of Europe, you know, some borders can take all day. Depends what mood people are in, depends what mood you're in. I learnt on the world trip, I've been around the world, you know, I learnt on that trip to always have some fluids with me and never get to a border when, you know, I was really dehydrated, because I get really moody if I'm dehydrated. And just make sure you keep yourself hydrated, stay as cool as you can, in as good a mood as you can, smile, don't get worked up, and you'll get through, don't worry about it. Still getting the storks, look, you see it in the actual nest. It's really weird seeing storks flying above your head. Something almost prehistoric. Oh, I never mentioned it, did I? Look what Martin's riding now. Look, he's got a tractor, he's got a GS, a big GS. Eventually, everybody falls to the GS. BMW, I need commission. I'm telling you, the amount of BMW salespeople who come up to me and say, I owe you a beer, I've sold so many bikes on the back of your channel. And what do I get from BMW? Nothing. Nothing. Anyway, that's another one falling to the power of the tractor. Okay then, we're just coming into Baja, B-A-J-A, where the hotel is for the evening. The main sort of meat and two veg of this trip is going to be into Romania, where we'll do the Transalpina. We're going to try the Transvagarische, hopefully see if that's open, or, you know, at least if there's normally just big concrete boulders, so we might be able to sneak by that. But yeah, we're going to have a little play in Romania. But anyway, gonna get to a hotel, gonna have a shower, because it's hot, damn hot. And I might even have a little beer this evening. Well, you know, I'm on my holidays. A working holiday, but my holidays. There's one. There's another one. There's another one. You wouldn't want them pooping on your blooming car, would you? Look at this beautiful hotel.
Come to Romania, he said. It'll be fun, he said. Martin, it's his fault.
Yeah, I mean, look at that sat nav. Look at it.